name is Trent, and today I will be presenting to you a video about Gothic architecture. It will teach you a few things about it, including what it is and where you might have found it. Firstly, what is Gothic architecture? Gothic architecture is a style of architecture that was used mostly in Europe and in medieval times. It is also known as medieval architecture. Most buildings that used it were either churches or cathedrals, as they needed larger architectural designs. Many aspects of it are great for large buildings, as it has details such as the flying buttress and creates some of the best support in architecture. The Florence Cathedral in Italy is made with Gothic architecture. The cathedral is one of the more famous buildings, being a go-to tourist destination. It is famous for its giant dome, which is a part of the architecture. The largest size of the cathedral would not be able to be achieved if it had not used the parts of Gothic architecture, such as the high arches and flying buttress. To make amazing structures like these, there of course had to be materials and tools used. Surprisingly, there were less than you would think. In order for the buildings to be large, the materials used were usually stone and wood, very simple and strong building materials. There were other materials, such as marble, but these are not used as frequent as stone and wood. Tools also had a very limited count. Really only the main tools for construction were used: hammers, chisels, saws. Again, there were other tools, but only used for little touch-ups and changes in the construction. Gothic architecture originated in Saint-Denis, which is a small town north of Paris in northern France. Once started, it spread and grew popular all around Europe, but it was based on the work of a local abbot by the name of Suger. Suger began designing small buildings in the village using a different style to what has been seen before. It quickly spread through, and so Gothic architecture became well known. The time that it originated was in 1140. This was in the 12th century during a time known as French work, a time of artists, architects, and designers in France. It is an important stage in Europe's development of building and art, lasting from the 12th century to the 16th. The art was used for a lot of buildings because during its time it was futuristic, and the ideas and designs of the layouts were much better and stabler than the previous architectural designs. Also, it had big spaces for windows, letting light flood through buildings much more. After this summary of Gothic architecture, you should have learned a bit about what it is and how it is made, as well as what made it famous, where it originated, and when. Thank you for listening to my presentation on Gothic architecture. I hope you learned at least a small amount about it.